Greetings, minions, survivalists, and fellow gamers. This is Silverblade playing 7 Days to Die, Alpha 18.2, and it's episode 33. As you can see, I just raided the police station, and I got some good stuff in the truck. Let's go check out this spot over here real quick. What is this? Oh, special tots. Okay, it's a preschool. We'll go for that later. Stay on task, you know? Now it's time to go to school. And this is going to be a big one. Oh, there we go. So, first of all, I'm going to need some wood. Let's see. I know we have some in here. Yeah, we got 30. That's actually quite perfect. We'll get 2 storage boxes. Okay, and we'll put the rest of the wood back in here, which we'll probably pick up some just getting inside. So, oh, the door's unlocked. Alright, so we will... Hi there. You can bet that they know we're here. So let's take a defensible position. Class dismissed. Always wanted to say that. Are they coming to get me, or they're just going to bash through everything? Alright, so while we're waiting on those guys to beat the hell out of everything, okay, so this guy must be the gym teacher. And she is definitely not the valedictorian. And that is why we have school lockdowns. Or wait a minute, I'm the guy with the gun. Whoops. Too soon. Alright. Where's this other one? Excellent. Okay, so that's a messed up classroom. And strangely enough, it kind of reminds me of my high school. Now you see, Lansing's school district's budget is kind of screwy. And so what they did was figure out, okay, which one of the 3 high schools in Lansing is performing the best. Well, wouldn't you believe it that my high school is the one that was doing the worst. And also, it was the one with the building that was the oldest. So they decided, let's close down Lansing Eastern High School, move classes and all that a couple blocks over to the new Eastern High School, and we'll give give the building... Hello there. We'll give the old building to Sparrow Hospital, which, incidentally, Sparrow, which is the hospital I went to for my stroke, it's like a premier hospital network in Michigan. And by network, I mean they're also like a real estate conglomerate. Because they own half of the real estate in Lansing, it seems like. And that's almost not an exaggeration either. All the property around my school, my high school, Sparrow now owns. And if you saw what it was like when I was in high school, you know, the blocks around the school and all that, it's way different now. For instance, there was a gas station on the adjacent corner, and kind of like a strip mall office complex of sorts. Well, they bought them all out and converted it into a well, it's a place that I go to have the loop recorder that's implanted in my chest to get the checkups on that. So it's a big ass complex. The gas station, they tore it down, and that's part of the parking garage and complex. The little parking lot that Sparrow had when I was in high school is now a multi-story parking garage. The whole place has changed. So anyway, back to what I was saying about my high school. This last summer, back in August, my sister and I, you know, we're an alumni of Lansing Eastern High School, and they reached out to everybody saying, hey, if you went to Eastern and you want to take a tour of the school one last time, this is your chance. So my sister and I, and there was like a couple hundred other people that graduated throughout the years, we got to take a tour of the school, and sadly it was nothing like it was. I mean, half the time I couldn't even recognize which classroom I was in, even though I knew some of the numbers of the rooms of some of my classes, like my Russian class, because I took 2 years of Russian. That was unidentifiable. I knew the number, but it was unidentifiable as my old classroom. And you know, like the room that I went to when I was in Quiz Bowl, okay, that was weird. Yeah, the room I went to for Quiz Bowl practice, which was also the French class. I got pictures of when I was in there for the Quiz Bowl thing, and I looked at the pictures to what it is now, and yeah, I couldn't recognize it. You know, and this school, you know, it was built in 1929, so it's got all the kind of like Art Deco and almost pre-Art Deco kind of style to it. And it's you know, it's an old building, but it's a beautiful building. It really is. But it is completely different from what I remember. It broke my heart. It really did, to see how everything had been changed, and not all of it for the better. I mean, it's like years of, and they had a school year just last year. Last year was the last year for classes at the old school, and it still looked like it was run down. But this room here, or these classrooms and all, it kind of reminds me of the way that my old school looked like when I did a tour. I'm about ready to be loaded up here. So that's all good. It's good. Nothing else. And hello. Looks like the teachers are getting frisky with each other. But yeah, it really broke my heart to go through there and see the school change. I mean, I couldn't even find the woodshop class. And that was like one of the more recognizable parts of the school, because it was in a part of the building that was actually newer than the original school itself. It was like a side wing of sorts. And mind you, Eastern High School is 3 stories tall, shaped like a giant L, but it also had some parts added to it, so it's kind of like an L with, you know, the lower leg of the L with a branch sticking up. I don't know how to describe it any better than that. And there was the old Pat & Gill Middle School, which was attached to Eastern, but Sparrow got that a couple years ago and tore it down. And that was kind of sad to go. I didn't even go to Pat & Gill, and I kind of felt bad about that. All right, I'm going to have to go and dump this stuff off. Fortunately, I put a drop box up here. So we got that. We'll put all the clothing stuff as well. We'll read that. Ooh, sniper control breathing. Oh, yeah. Okay. And then put stuff without a level. There we go. So as I was saying, yeah, the building, it wasn't shaped like this, but there's aspects of this building here in 7 Days to Die that is reminiscent of my school. It doesn't have the icky green tile, which is kind of like a trademark of Eastern. But it does. There is some semblance of things I can recognize as kind of like Eastern in a way. I don't know how to explain it better. And the thing is the new Eastern High School building, when Pat & Gill got bought out and torn down, they had built a new building just a few blocks away from where the original site was. And now that Eastern is closing the old place in favor of a new location, where they moved Pat & Gill to for the last few years. They're now moving Eastern High School to that, and then building a new place, or they've had a new place built for Pattongill. So it's just like, you know, like a shell game of the schools. You know, it's just, you couldn't fix up the old high school to bring it up to modern standards, so you had to spend more money to build 2 whole new schools. And it didn't really make a lot of sense to me, but anyways, Eastern High School has been around since 1928, 1929, although the cornerstone says 1927. It's a beautiful building, beautiful auditorium, and it's, oh, didn't want the chair, but yeah, we'll just leave that. But it's just kind of sad that that little piece of history is now washed away because the hospital just needs more room to expand and help people, I guess. Although it's just like, you know, there's a point where building, you know, taking over a building like Eastern. Oh, that's a mod. Focus a little second here. There's a point where, when it comes to, you know, hospital care and all that, there's a point where it's helpful, and then there's a point where it's just like, what are you doing to the community? You know, at what cost is this going to be helpful for the health care? Because, I mean, they got to pay for... Alright, I'm getting a lot of opposition up here. Yeah, the hospital has to buy those buildings, you know, pay all that money, and where's that coming from? That's coming from insurance premiums, the government. You know, you wonder why it costs like $900. Well, at one time, $900 to fix a broken leg, or $12,000 to do that surgery and all that stuff. Well, that's it's not because doctors are cheap, that's for certain. Oh, hi there. Alright, got 4 points to spend. I don't know. This whole spiel has just kind of been running on because just playing in this school building just reminded me, and just brought it to the surface, I guess. See, the tile in my school is almost exactly like this, except that it's I don't know how to explain it, except for like almost a green, dark green, Kelly green mixture. And it's all like that around the school, about this high, and then up above it, it's a cream white kind of color. I don't know. If I put pictures up on Twitter or something, you might get a little idea what it's like. But it just, if you ask anyone that graduated from Eastern High School, they'll tell you that the thing that they remember most about the school building is the tile. It just kind of sticks out in everybody's memory. Enough of that. Let's get into the game. I mean, I've been playing for now 20 minutes and I'm just now getting mentally into the game. Okay, this room is clear. Let's see. Empty lockers. Okay, there's a bookshelf. Sweet. Just paper. Okay, so I'm gonna go back into this room. Alright, this is like the teacher's lounge. Gotta find some food of some kind in one of these cupboards. Kind of build my stamina back up. Okay, some trash over here, and looks like maybe... yeah. Oh, nice. Got some bullets. Oh, and there's access to the roof. We better check this out while we're here. Let's see. Yeah, I knew there's some sleepers up here. That's right. You can lay down. Just gotta be patient with the shots, that's all. Okay, let's check out over here. Nice. Hunter mod. What's that? 100 damage to living beings. Installs on any melee. Alright, that must be for obviously a hunter mod. It's for animals. There's not much in terms of living here in the game, and I am not going to play a PvP of this. Alright, so do we come in from here? Seems to be the only access up. Stilicus is up here. Alright, let's get the rest of this building done. Okay, yeah, the teacher's lounge. What? Piggly went to school. Piggly is like super schmert. Be like Piggly. Wow, okay. He's coming for me. Alright, you pissed off porker. I thought he was getting back up to come at me. Excellent. Alright, where is my drop boxes? Over there. Okay. So we'll go in the library next. And let's see, drop off clothes. I think that's all of it. Actually got these things, and we can drop off all this. The glass has got to go back in the other one. Yeah, okay, let's go into the library. So we were up in here, so yeah, we'll come in. See if there's anything good up in here. Does not look like it in this section. Okay, this is almost as good as a crack-a-book. Almost. A lot fewer shelves, that's for certain. You know, it's kind of scary to me. Kids nowadays probably don't even know what the Dewey Decimal System is. I can barely remember some of it. And I wasn't like proficient or anything, but it's just like I knew where to go. Yeah, kids are just never gonna understand. Just like cassette tapes. You show them a cassette tape and a pencil and no one would know what to do. We're gonna have some fun. We'll go a little bit long on this episode just because we're almost done with the school. Get back up, you. Alright. I had to make sure he was down and out. So it looks like everything's good here. And we just keep going around. Let's get the faucet. Okay, let's go into this classroom. Or bathroom, actually. I think we're almost done with looting the place. Almost dark. I wasn't paying attention to the time. But I'm not really that worried about the dark. All I have to do is jump back in the 4x4 and scoot. Nothing. Trash. Let's see, make sure we get the lockers. Oh, what was that? Oh, iron gloves, okay. Alright, so that's this. So let's get the last loot. I think this is the last loot. Alright, everything's good here. Okay, so let me get my bearings here. Did we come up this way? Apparently, we did not. At least maybe I might have already looted this and see. Yeah, I've already looted this side, so we're done. Alright, we can go back down and we'll deposit what we got, and then get this sorted out for what we're taking. Actually, I'll read that. Shotgun Messiah, shotgun slugs. Ooh, okay. That could be useful. And this mod gonna be useful. Oops. Yeah, we put the books in there. Okay. And then we put the clothing or the stuff with a little life bar on it, or durability bar. Okay, so we got that. Get that sorted. Get that sorted, and I have to go and carry it back to the truck. Alright, well, I'll take care of that off camera and make it back to my domicile, and then let the night pass, which means probably about 30 minutes worth of me just squatting and staring at a wall, which I'm sure you'd be enraptured with that kind of entertainment. More stuff I'm missing in here. Anyways, yeah, so I'm gonna take care of that, and when we get back, it'll be morning, and I'll be at my base. So thank you guys so much for joining me. That's the sound of the evening time. The zombie's gonna start running, and yeah, thank you for joining me. Please please check out the links in the description box below, and until next time, see you later. Twitch.